Fortnite's Star Destroyer update is insane. That's right, the countdown to the Death Star event is officially here, and from free skins to a concert, watch this video until the end because there is so much you need to know. First, we'll talk about the elephant in the room. Those Star Destroyers in the sky that have been watching us all season, well, today is the day you can finally control them. Now when you land on the map, look out for a rift gate. If you're the first person in the whole lobby to find it, you can transport to the capital ship along with your teammates.
Atmosphere. Find your target, zero in, and fire at will.
Now you can fire orbital cannons down towards the map and straight up annihilate people. Not to mention, the beams instantly destroy pretty much any builds. Of course, this would be overpowered on its own, so there is a catch. You don't get to steer where the ship goes, and you get ejected after 80 seconds. But for the time you have, this can be a brutal way to farm kills. Also, when you're back on the ground, don't forget that 3 classic items have been unvaulted. Obviously, we're still in a blaster loot pool, so none of them are weapons, but they are even more important. They've just given us way more mobility. The Rift to Go is here, which is going to help us a ton escaping third parties or getting somewhere to heal. Not to mention, the Grapple Glove is back, which is going to be an insane combo with lightsabers and force powers. And for the perfect return, we have the Junk Rift, which summons Luke's land speeder on people's heads. Considering they made this Star Wars version years ago, people have been desperate for it to come back. By the way, do you want free items before the season ends? Well, literally, all you have to do is link your Twitch and Fortnite accounts, and then through Twitch drops, you can click items appearing on streams and get the Darth Jar Jar emoticon in 5 different Star Wars sprays. Here's the thing, once the community reaches a goal, anyone who collected at least 1 item gets the Galactic War loading screen. Once the goal is reached, they might also reveal a teaser for next week's live event, and it's happening soon. Right now, a countdown has appeared in game, and you can even see it in the lobby. There is now 9 days to go until the Death Star sabotage, and that is the official name for the event, which happens on June 7th at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. As always, I would recommend logging in early so there's no server issues. You never want to be the guy who's stuck in the lobby. The brief overview from Epic themselves says that at Emperor Palpatine's command, the Death Star super laser is charged and ready to decimate the island. But there's still hope. So judging from this and the name of the event, we're gonna head up there ourselves and blow up the Death Star just like in the films. We have even got the official key art showing Fish Stick disguised as a stormtrooper. And that's because that's exactly what's gonna happen to us in the event. No matter what skin you're wearing, we're all gonna get a stormtrooper outfit, and there'll be different sizes depending on our character. That means they've even made extra large armor for people like Hulk and Venom. And it also appears like we might get our first glimpse of next season's storyline soon. You see, Hope and Jones, they have been suspiciously quiet the entire season, but according to leakers, they're gonna join us in the fight to blow up the Death Star. In the files, there are stormtrooper variants of Fish Stick, Hope, and Jones, and for some reason, Jones doesn't have teeth. We also know they're gonna be fully voice acted, so we might even get them to guide us through the event, kind of like Sloan did in Operation Skyfire. Oh, and while the countdown in the lobby is the most obvious teaser of all, there's another one hiding on the map, and it literally shows the plans for the event. Head over to the Resistance base, and the holo table has been updated. Now, it shows the Death Star aiming its beam directly at the island. But that's not the only event happening. Here's a quick update for all the OG lovers. Comets have begun flying through the sky as the meteor gets closer and closer to the island, ready for season 4. Just seeing this happening again is giving us so much nostalgia. Like, we're used to teasers like this now, but back then, this was the first time anything like this ever happened. What about the concert that I talked about in the intro? Well, Fortnite Festival is gearing up for a brand new game mode starting tomorrow. Sabrina Carpenter is getting her own concert in the Jam stage, but it's gonna be interactive, letting you dance along to Bedchem and Espresso. If you're the best dancer in the lobby, you can start contributing to the concert and affect the choreography, special effects, and background video. And now this is how you do a festival concert. This is happening for May 30th, but we've also got brand new collabs literally right around the corner. One day later, the item shop will update with another Star Wars skin. This time, it's Rey. You're probably thinking, don't we already have her in Fortnite? And well, Epic are switching things up by bringing us Apprentice Rey. She'll have a Sith edit style, along with a speeder glider, a barter emote, and a sandcrawler emote. Apparently, it's an option to grab somebody by their handcuffs. Yeah, for some reason, cuffs are coming to Fortnite, and they're literally gonna be customizable. I'm guessing this will be a new feature for next season, where maybe we arrest like supervillains or something, or we might be able to kidnap downed enemies for intel, something like that. All we know is that everything we're waiting for will probably get announced on June 6th, the day of Summer Game Fest. This is Jeff Keighley's replacement for what E3 used to be like, and there's dozens of developers showing up at the event, including Epic, who will probably debut in next season's trailer live on stage. And luckily, you won't have to wait for Epic's latest announcement, which is a new Ferrari collab. The 296 GTB is dropping tonight, and the bundle will set you back 2,800 V-Bucks. That includes the car, a ton of decals, and the wheels, but fans are shocked because this is literally the car from Chapter 2. Now they have just downgraded it from an actual sports car to a skin for the Whiplash and are trying to charge us for it. Honestly, it's kind of an L move, Epic. But at least there's 3 new emotes about to land in the shop, like Follow the Piper, Storm's Coming, and for the Champions League final, a ton of soccer or football cosmetics are returning alongside a new goal emote. And if you've been watching our latest videos, you'll know all about the upcoming Companions feature. Basically, it's the long-awaited replacements for pets we used to get back in Chapter 1 and 2. They are turning them from animated back blings to actual creatures that will follow you around. With today's update, we just got our first look at what's coming. I would have been expecting it to be like a collab character or something, but it's actually going to be a chameleon pet with fully animated expressions and reactions. This is something I cannot wait for. Now, here's a quick leak about the event. Spoiler warning, if you want it, just maybe skip past this part. So while Epic has officially told us that we're going to be attacking the Death Star and disguising as a stormtrooper, there's more. Leakers have revealed we're going to be able to board the space station and end up taking the fight directly to the Emperor. So I'm kind of hoping we're going to fight him in some sort of old school lightsaber duel, just like Return of the Jedi. This is going to be insane. As we wait for the event to start, there will also be a mini game in the lobby to keep us entertained. Something similar to Collision, where we could shoot at asteroids and get like a high score or something like that. And Epic have also hinted at the fact that we're going to be able to choose between TIE Fighters and X-Wings in this pre-lobby, along with teasers that it'll have players feeling like they've got the fate of the whole galaxy in their hands. So I wonder if some of us will be able to side with Palpatine and join the Sith. Either way, all of this will directly tie to next season's storyline, whatever it may bring us, and teasers for that have already happened. The Spirit Realm portal that was destroyed during Daigo's fight last month has been slowly rebuilding itself every week, and now it is powered back on and ready to summon him straight back to the island. Rumor has it he's gonna be the main villain of next season, and so this is more ominous than it looks. But bringing us into that season is obviously the event, which has a bunch of free rewards in store for us. By logging in from June 3rd, you'll instantly receive Captain Phasma's Quicksilver Baton Spear as a pickaxe, which not only works great with her, but as a Beskar Spear from Mando. You'll also get the event's key art as a loading screen too, so make sure to log in and grab them before the event. One thing that's super interesting to me is that Epic just released brand new data to us. Like, until now, we've had access to Fortnite's live player count for every mode, telling us who's online. But now we can find out even more. Yesterday, they activated stats for unique players, playtime, and more. So we're actually able to calculate that while there may only be like 1 million players online at the same time each day, there was actually 5 million unique people playing Battle Royale yesterday alone. It's not even counting things like Zero Build, which had 4 million, and Reload with 2.5 million. So crazy fun fact, we racked up 11,000 years worth of playtime between us just yesterday. Something that you're probably not gonna notice immediately this update is the brand new bubble chat. What am I talking about? Well, right now, it's only for creative maps, but it means if you enjoy playing islands like these, you're now gonna be able to see what people are typing above their heads, very similar to Roblox. And a strange item added today is a back bling. Let me explain this. Hidden in the files is an unfinished llama trophy, but nobody knows what it is. Maybe it's for an upcoming skin next season or some kind of teaser, but don't be surprised if a random buff llama appears in the past or something like that. I'm just saying it now. And that's not the only unfinished item either, because the festival fans will be glad to hear they are still pumping out a ton of emotes. Soon, you'll be able to grab these jamming chill dances featuring your guitar and microphone when they are finished up. And that's everything in Star Wars' final update. It's been Tommy. Keep it here on Top 5 Gaming.